Hey everyone, this is Becca. Welcome back to my channel, House of Lenormand. I wanted to say hello and welcome to all of the new subscribers and to all of my OGs. Thank you for being with me here today. I am continuing on with the readings. Today is Monday, December 10th. And this quick double line of 5 was to see what was coming up that was significant for Mango Mussolini this week. So let's go ahead and go through this together. We have the fox, the mice, the sun, the anchor, and the garden. Down here we have the man, the book, the clouds, the whip, and the what is this? I'm sorry, I'm having a brain fart, you guys, and the key. So he presents here as the man by himself. So we're seeing here that there's something significant that he's looking to secure for the public or the country that has to do with an investigation into corruption. It could also be an investigation into him into corruption that he's perhaps trying to secure and be successful with for the public. We can see here that he has some sort of a secret in regards to corruption. This could be his involvement in corruption, an investigation into corruption that's being done in secret either to him or he is doing to someone else. And then there's a pattern of confusion, of hesitation, of doubt, and that gets resolved here because it ends here with the key. What's interesting is central to the reading, we have the sun and the clouds. So this could be in regards to whatever he's looking to investigate in regards to corruption. It's going to be clouded over, even though he perceives it as being successful and him having rock solid evidence here for the public in regards to what's going on back here with secret corruption and investigating corruption, blah, blah, blah. But whatever success he feels that he may have, it's clouded over. It's not successful. This could also be in regards to some sort of proof or evidence that he feels that he may have in regards to perhaps some sort of energy that has to do with gas with these two here. So I don't know if Barista, whatever it was a perhaps a gas utility company, even though I'm not seeing the tower here to symbolize a company, but this could be energy for gas. Well, it looks like while he's simultaneously investigating all of that stuff, he may also be involved in somehow trying to weasel himself into perhaps some sort of a deal for gas here. Natural gas, energy source that comes from gas, anything that's cloudy or gaseous like clouds would be. There is a pattern of corruption here. This could also be some sort of chronic illness that causes quite a bit of confusion for him and hesitation and doubt. We can see here that there's something quite significant that's going to be brought forward that has a lot of evidence that is pretty secure, and it exposes a pattern here of big trouble for him. So whatever he's been keeping secret that is causing a lot of confusion and there's a pattern of big problems around him, that gets exposed. And there's an important investigation going on here and something that he has to do with an organization or a big group of people, like a party, with that corner and this here, and an important investigation. There's an ongoing secret here, a secret that's quite difficult to get into, to reveal. So I don't know if this is in regards to perhaps something that's in that server or some other sort of secret that he has, but there's something going on here around a gas, perhaps energy that has to do with gas. And then there's a pattern of abuse here, or not a pattern of abuse, but like ongoing abuse, ongoing criticism, ongoing arguments, but there's a pattern to it here that gets exposed. I know that he just met with the Russian guy today. Let me go ahead and read on that really quick, because it's looking like this may have something to do with Barista, and there may be something that comes up that he's like, hey, look, I got the winning ticket, and the rest of the country is looking at it like, yeah, you're insane. But what he may not be disclosing is his activity in trying to get in with that, perhaps an energy company or something that has to do with energy, that has to do with gas here, natural gas of some sort. I will be right back. Hey everyone, welcome back. So I forgot the guy's name that he met with today, so I just referred to him as the Russian. So I hope that you're okay with that. So I did this double line of 7 to see what they talked about today. We have the heart, the coffin, the bear, the storks, the fish, the bouquet, and the mountain, or I'm sorry, and the garden. And then down here we have the tree, the tower, the cross, the moon, the snake, the sun, and the letter. So we can see here that there's an end of some sort of a relationship, okay? And it's quite painful. It's kind of like a really, 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 really bad breakup. It's like a loss of love. And then here we're quite possibly seeing an institution that is recognized by the bear here that is quite burdened. There may be some sort of trial for them. But here we're seeing that up here, there's no obstacles. There is big money with these two for the Russians, and a change or an upgrade, and also financial gifts that are being given to a community, to a party, to an organization. So perhaps part of the conversation may have something to do with financial aid going to an organization or a party, or how happy this person is with what's going on, and some sort of praise, but that praise is false, and they're lying about money here. There's money problems here. So the guy that he met with may have been falsely praising him to garner more favors, but it looks like it was a mutual thing, because we have the storks central to the reading. And then there's an invitation here. So I'm not sure if he extended Mango Mussolini another invitation to perhaps visit their country. Because there's a change and an upgrade here to money. There's like a new passageway, or new upgrading a career, upgrading someone's reputation for money, and financial gifts to be given through an organization. Down here, we're seeing a long-standing institution that's quite burdened. So, I mean, quite simply, this could be a hospital, but I don't think that would be it. There's a long-standing institution that's quite burdened. This could be a very religious organization here. And there is a lot of lies, deceit, and betrayal in regards to career and reputation, and how they're going to clear that up through perhaps legislation. And it's legislation that would make them very, very, very happy. With the heart here and the letter, this could be, I mean, even though I'm not seeing the writer here is saying that he delivered something, but there may be some sort of a love letter here, or a lovely announcement that's being made, lovely mail. So he may have said something from Putin that, oh, he's so happy with what you're doing, and he thinks you're doing such a wonderful job for the country, like blowing smoke up his rear that way, to get more policy written that's in their favor. Because whatever has ended here, it all clears up here. These are all super positive cards. All of these right here. So perhaps they talked about how happy he is to see the relationship has been changing. from whatever had ended before, and it's been changing and upgrading here, and the money's coming into the country and how they can mutually benefit and deliver more money, and perhaps through his party, his re-election campaign, through some sort of a charity, even though the charity has been shut down. There may have also been discussions about revitalizing. If this is in regards to a literal tower, the tower that didn't happen, that got shut down here, perhaps in Moscow, there may have been some conversation there to revitalize that, to bring it back up. It's false. That whatever was brought up there in regards to that is false, but he may have painted such a beautiful picture that Mango Mussolini ate it up, hook, line, and sinker. I mean, he's not that hard to manipulate. He's got the mentality of a amoeba. So that may have also been brought up about the prospect of another tower, the difficulties that he's been having there with that, but we're looking forward to perhaps starting a new relationship here and changing that so that you can prosper and bring financial prosperity to our country. We'll give you the tower with your name on it, and you'll be recognized with these 3 here. But they talked about money, business, bribery here, gifts of money going into an organization, a party, a club, this way. The money is false. The money has problems around it. The money is, it's bad. The money's bad. It's dirty. This person here is a liar, a deceit, a betrayer. They're having difficulties with money here, or whatever difficulties they may be having is being cleared up here around the money situation. Like I said earlier, he may have been praised for what a fantastic job you're doing in the country. And we're so happy to see that you're changing relationships with Russia. And we're looking forward to business partnerships and new opportunities for our country. And you can open up your Trump Tower and we'll be so happy to have you there. Let me see here, because he's being recognized right here. The moon knighting over to the bouquet, and the bouquet having the sun right under it. Even though it's false, it's just enough to bend him to their will, which, like I said, it's not that hard. But there is a organization here that is full of snakes, and that money is bad. So this could be, like I said, a party, a charity, an organization. It could be, quite possibly, since it's such a large group of people, it could be the GOP. There is a financial record here, or a money record here, or a money, since it's got the bouquet next to it. This could be some sort of business proposition here with the letter. Financial records, business records, a business prospect, opportunity that may be on a record somehow. Like this would be, even though it's false here, it's bad, it's a betrayal, it's lies, deceit, betrayals. It looks like there perhaps may have been an exchange of a document here, or a document that was changed to make it look like it favors Mango Mussolini, and it has to do around money and business. And like I said, perhaps delivering an invitation of praise from his boss over in Russia, and also perhaps besides the praise, but also quite possibly delivering something that has to do with a business opportunity for him to be recognized on a tower. If I mirror this, this, and this, the tower that didn't happen, there's an opportunity or a change, a very positive change to your career and your reputation, and we're going to gift you that because we're just so incredibly happy with your performance. This here could be like a raise. So a raise for him would be recognition on a tower, you know. Let me see here. There's been a very long-standing growing burden that is false, or some sort of a trial that is false, that there's a record or a document for that. And like I said, with these corners here, like a love letter, perhaps delivering a message from Putin that, hey, we're so happy with what you're doing. There is a change or an upgrade here to an institution that could be quite literally the tower that he's been dreaming about over there. And the prospects of, you know, he's still going after that. This could be a change in, excuse me, I just saged my cards. This could also be in regards to some sort of a change that's happening within the government. Like they're so happy with the change that's taking place in the government. Even though this right here, not only is this a person in a position of authority that is burdened, this could be a very burdensome person in a position of authority. So more like an authoritarian here, someone that punishes, someone that burdens others. So perhaps, you know, he's too stupid to understand authoritarianism, fascism. I mean, the guy's never even read the Constitution. But besides the point, they could be quite happy to see that his role is mirroring theirs of authoritarianism here. And the new partnerships that could be coming in from his presidency in the country, because they're so happy with what he's doing and he's being so lenient on Russia. Because here's the relationship that has ended. Here is the change and the transformation that is taking place financially between that relationship, and as well through bribery. And it's power for sale in the country here. And they're looking to keep that around. So perhaps looking at ways to funnel money through organizations as well. Whatever burdens he's been having financially, those look like they get cleared up, but there's a lot of lies here as well. And he may have been asking as well for some sort of legislation here. Like a favor, some sort of a, right here, this is a favor, an invitation, a favor for the country. It may have something to do with the sun here. It may have something to do with, energy. And based on our last reading that I just did, we got the ring, the dog, and the bear. So it looks like he may have been withholding the money from the Ukraine to force them into some sort of partnership or agreement with Russia. I mean, we'll just have to wait and see how that plays out. But it looks like there may be some sort of written document here for money, not only through a tower, but perhaps through some sort of energy. Something that has to do with energy here. There's a company here that changes energy. If we mirror the tower to the storks to the sun, that could be the transformation of or a change of an energy company that's going to bring in more money, as a way to bypass the sanctions that the government is not willing to do. The financial burdens here. So as a way to bypass that, perhaps they're working on some sort of a deal for an energy company that changes, and they can favor from that. And that came up in that last reading that we just did, the sun and the clouds. There's something going on there with an energy company that may have to do with gas. And they would be really, really happy with that gift. And then there's some sort of financial record or a business record or a business document, perhaps that has, you know, no, I wouldn't say terms and conditions, but like the legal document for that business that has to do with energy once that company changes here with the tower knighting to the storks knighting over to the, what do you call this? The sun. So maybe that's also what Giuliani's doing, not only because he has his own business interest for that change for the energy company, but it may also be that Russia's looking to get in on that some way, somehow. Quite possibly the oligarchs here with the bear. That's false. And it's a group full of snakes, a community full of snakes. There's a burdened relationship here, but then, and that burden seems to be around money and business, but then there's some sort of a document that comes in about that. It could be that they're bringing in, you know what else this may be? If I mirror the tree to the moon to the letter, because the moon has something to do, it has quite a bit to do with marketing as well, because it's your career, your reputation, and how you're recognized. And we have the fish nearby, so this is like a career for a recognition for business and money. This could also be something to do, quite possibly, that he's bringing him not only news and praise from Putin, but perhaps praise from, quite possibly with the moon here and the letter, some sort of a newspaper that praises him and their country, and the wonderful relationships that they're having now with the United States, you know, because of the idiot we have in charge right now. Let me see if I can come up with something else, and I'll be right back. I just wanted to, right before I was ready to close this off, he could be bringing him some sort of a report, you know, like I said, from his country that's praising him. This could also be in regards to something that becomes reported and here in America about what took place in that meeting. And it looks like, I mean, we may not hear it right away because it starts off here with the tree. But like I said, it may have something to do with the changing of an energy company where they benefit financially from it, perhaps dangling the carrot in front of him for another Trump Tower that never happened in over there that he wanted, dangling that carrot in front of him. Also money for a community or an organization, perhaps the GOP, or fundraising for him for his campaign here, even though that's a violation, but this man has broken every law and nothing has happened. And then there's a love letter. So we may be also hearing about that here in a newspaper or some sort of reporting that comes out to the country. So please just keep all of that in mind. And I'm going to see if I can pick up what's there on that document. Okay, I'll be right back. Hey, you guys, so I wanted to see what was in that document or that report or whatever that was coming out. And I did a double line of 7. So we have the book, the mountain, the dog, the whip, the house, the tower, and the woman. Not quite sure who she is. And then we have the ship, the garden, the rider, the child, the fish, the lilies, and then we have the anchor. So it's looking like something that has been done in secret, that's been delayed, that this advisor is bringing forward, and it has to do with the criticism of a child. So this could again be revolving around quite possibly the Bidens. This could also be new criticisms, but in this case, because the house is very close by, it looks like there is criticism of a child. There's something going on here again that I told you guys they were dangling the carrot, because there's money for property here, and it's looking like either with these two here, condos, townhomes, hotels, right here, and there's money for it. So the sale of a property, money that's going to be made through his family business through towers. This here could be a family business and a tower that he's been waiting on, or an institution that he's been waiting on. Because he has the house right next to it, it's a family business that may have something to do with like hotels, condos, and townhomes that he's been waiting on for a while. So like I said, they may be dangling that carrot in front of him to get him to do his bidding or their bidding, because he's just so easy to manipulate. We have a woman here that's been stubborn or slow walking something, but she is, what's interesting here is that she has something from overseas. There's something overseas, a foreign country delivering something about a child, money, or a business here, and securing something that he has been quite patient on, or he needs to be patient with. So this could be also the Russians helping Giuliani as well as the Ukrainians. It could also be something about the conflict with the friends that have been abandoned in secret. So this could be the Ukrainians. This could also be in regards to Syria, because there's conflict there, new conflict. So they may have delivered some news around what's going on in Syria with, what used to be our allies that have been abandoned, and now they're fighting this way. So he could have brought news about that as well. But, Mango Mussolini's too stupid to realize what he's creating, nor does he care, because he doesn't read. There's a secret being delivered about the family, or in regards to property that has been secured. So again, because of this tiny little bit here, and what we got in the previous reading, it looks like they're dangling the carrot in front of him of Trump Towers and family business and real estate there. We can see an overseas friend or a foreign friend, and then there's money, and then there's a woman here. I'm not quite sure who she is. This woman has, this could be Nancy Pelosi here. So he may have delivered, or may have gotten in his ear somehow about, manipulating him on how to deal with Pelosi. And, this is in regards to the courts, the government taking its time and kind of being stuck. It's like this woman here is stuck. She's permanent and she's persistent, but she's also, this is slow moving. This is not quick, and this is slow moving. So perhaps he also advised him on how to continue to slow down the government for his benefit. We can see a country here, a foreign country that's in the middle of a war. Again, this could be Syria, and this could also be the Ukraine. He may have delivered some news about, or, whatever he's saying is a lie, but, Trump is too stupid to realize that. Delivering news about the conflict that's going over in Syria, and perhaps painting it in such a, beautiful picture that it's just so wonderful, but it's not. We're seeing here a new institution, a new corporation, perhaps a new tower and properties here. And then slow walking and slowing down this woman here. Yeah, because there's a new obstacle here in the government with the mountain knighting over to the child, knighting over to the tower. So there's a new obstacle here in the government, or a delay in the early stages for the government here. So again, like I said earlier, perhaps advising him, not directly, but how to continue to slow these people down, because we all know who he takes orders from. Let me see. There is a friend here, business, and then a woman. So I don't know if this is Giuliani, if this is perhaps another advisor that's in the family, perhaps Ivanka Trump. But there's money involved here through either payment to Giuliani making a payment. This could be money, if this is in regards to an ally of our countries, this could be the money for the Ukraine. But like I said, it's just like they're dangling that carrot, this carrot right here in his face, and they just play him like a dumbass. Yeah, and perhaps central to the reading, criticizing a child, new criticism, the early stages of conflict as well. So this could be, news on the Bidens, news on what's going on in Syria and the Ukraine. and then early stages of perhaps, or a new conflict that's coming. But they're dangling this carrot in front of him. So I think I'm going to wrap that up here, and I'm going to see what else I can read on. Please make sure to leave me any suggestions or recommendations for any reads down below in the comments section, and I'll be more than happy to do that for you guys as soon as I get some time. And I will see you guys on my next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.